What up, and welcome to Chatting with TCG. If you are new to this channel, we ask you to give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, and also tap that bell notification so you're notified every time we upload a video. Before we hop into the disclaimer, we want to say hey to our Toxicity Gang members. If you would like to be an official member of the Toxicity Gang, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and in the comments down below, drop hashtag ToxicCityGang. Now, to the disclaimer. If you hear a kid, see a kid, ignore the kids. We have children around here, so we're going to let our kids do exactly what they do, and that is be children. So if you hear them or see them, ignore them. Pay attention to our beautiful faces because we are bringing the content. Today's topic is going to be, are women stronger than men? We want to know y'all opinions, so make sure y'all tap in the comments down below. Grab you a snack, grab you a drink, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, gangy. So, men in society always tends to say that women are stronger than men. Do you agree or disagree? I mean, I hear it a lot out here in these streets. Women so strong. And men are just coddled by their mothers, and they just are led to be what they are led to be. So are we really stronger than y'all out here, men, folks, or not? I want to know my friends' opinion. So we're going to have an open dialogue about this. So chime in, friends. Are women stronger than men? Yes or no?
I think too much aspects they are when it comes to, of course, lifting heavier objects. Maybe, of course, men are the stronger ones, but I feel like emotionally and sometimes what, of course, as being a woman, what women have to go through of carrying basically life, and of course 7 days out the month, you know, as they say, society say women are strong.
I agree. I feel like in some situations men are more stronger than women. But only in like the aspect of carrying stuff or lifting stuff, like things like that. I feel like other aspects of it, they're not like, I feel like they fold under pressure most of the time. Like women, we got to carry babies for 9 months, and you got a whole human kicking inside of you, hurting organs, sitting on your bladder. Like, we have to go through so much. We bleed. Y'all don't bleed. We bleed. We have to deal with our own emotions and stuff like that when it comes to that. Yeah, y'all do, but they pretty much shoo us away like it ain't nothing. As far as like, let's just say you trying to figure out how you gonna get the rest of the rent money or something like that. Like, I feel like women are more strong-minded in that aspect sometimes because they don't panic. Well, they panic, but you can't see the panic on them. Like, women know how to keep their composure in certain situations, while as men, they flip out. Like, go crazy if they can't figure out what's going on. So that's my opinion. It's kind of 50-50 though, because you do have some men out there that are stronger than women in the aspects that a woman should be stronger than a man, or society say a woman should be stronger than a man. So I kind of think it's 50-50. That's my opinion.
I agree with y'all. But I do feel like mentally women can withstand a lot more than men can. As far as like dealing with things, because we feel like we got to keep going, even though stuff is terrifying us or having us go through a lot of turmoil. But men, they typically will like like you said, Destiny, give up and quit easily on the things that are hard or something they don't understand. They're not willing to deal with that. But I feel like more men should try to be more, not more feminine, but more aware of their mental, of their health, of the like sacrifices us women have to make to have them or be around them, or you know what I mean, come up with them. And it's just a lot of things that men don't understand that we do better than they do.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to disagree with y'all. Um, I think, and this is why. Hold on, don't judge me yet. I think it's a learned behavior, and y'all know y'all hate when I say it's a learned behavior, but for real, I
I
feel
agree.
like we are all equally as strong, but I feel like it's a learned behavior. Women naturally have to be stronger because we're constantly put into positions where we have to be strong. But I feel like we're all naturally as strong as the other. Women just by default are forced into being the stronger of the two. Now, we're not talking about physical strength. I'm not talking about physical strength because I feel like men are physically stronger than men. But I mean, men are physically stronger than women, but mentally, I feel like women are forced to be stronger because we have babies. Baby daddies do what they gonna do, but the baby is still with the mama. So we have to figure out how we gonna feed this child, how we gonna clothe this child, how we gonna do this, how we gonna take this, make this child birthday go off. And while meanwhile, the daddy is full of excuses. You know what I'm saying? So even in marriages, like if you're married, like men depend on the woman to make the decisions. Like if what are we gonna eat? If the woman don't say nothing, then the daddy gonna be like, all right, let's go get McDonald's. And I'm gonna give everybody a double cheeseburger, a large fry, a milkshake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we gonna be clogged artery or high blood pressure if we depend on the man to feed us. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, the money is short this month. What happens? Hey baby, this what we got. This what's due. What we gonna do? The woman has to figure out what's gonna get paid. What are we gonna pay on this bill? Like the woman figures out all of the hard stuff. And I'm not sure if it's because as women, we are more assertive, maybe. Like I don't know where the disconnect comes or where we excel more at being assertive and making decisions. Is it natural? Or is it just our fight or flight in us? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta fight. We gotta figure it out. We're gonna figure it out as a woman. Even if we make the wrong decisions, if we make a wrong decision, guess what? We bat with plan B to fix all the wrong stuff. So is it because mentally men take longer to mature mentally than women, allegedly? By the books, that's what they say. Women mature a lot faster than men. I just feel like it's a learned behavior and we're equal, but women's decision makers making makes us the quote unquote stronger of the two. Yeah. Agree or disagree?
Yeah.
I agree. I also think too though, it's definitely all how you were raised, what you were around, what you saw growing up. Like a lot of men didn't have that father figure where it was like, I'm gonna sit you down and I'm gonna teach you the correct way of being a man, or different things like that. They didn't get that. Women didn't either. A lot of women didn't didn't get that either. But I don't know. I guess it's just in us to just click. Like it's just a switch that clicks in us. It don't click in them as quick
Well,
as with
Frank,
us.
I feel like we had mother figures that show us how to be like strong because our
Yeah.
mamas had us with no fathers. Some of us, nah, I'm not gonna say all of us, but some of us, our mothers had us with no fathers, so they had to do what they had to do to make sure we grew up safe and healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so us seeing that, I feel like that's how it got passed down to us is because it was shown to us. But we still never have, or some of us never have the experience of a father figure showing us that they can be there for the mom or the parent, the mother, to make her strong, help her be strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
think it's
yes,
if
that's
you
what I
have
say. Until I'm able to show that to my child of me and somebody being a unit, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it.
Well, even still in my family, like my parents and stuff, like even still my mom does a lot of the decision making. Like it's just I don't know. Like
it's just I feel like
my
you
mama
gotta
do a
be
lot of the decision making.
organized.
I feel like we think
You're
of more
organized.
in depth. Men think just surface level, like boom, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. They're not thinking about the repercussions that may happen, the things that
Yeah,
the
the
other
full
things
picture.
that they may have to impact in the future. Us women, we think about that stuff because we're always trying to be a step ahead of what triumphs we may be facing soon.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like men just feel like it's surface level one thing and everything should be this way, that way. But us women think like, okay, this could happen, so we got to do this. We got to do it this way, so that way this can happen and this can be a progression and not a delay for us. That's what I
Okay, but
feel.
even
I
still though, like, do y'all feel like? Because a lot of the times I feel like women make big mistakes, like the pressure of being the decision maker. I feel like we make a lot of mistakes because we looking at it one sided. Like it's our opinion on what is happening, like what's to come. So we don't have a full spectrum, meaning what he thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they have great ideas, they just don't speak up because they feel like they're ill equipped to speak up. When really they got a good idea, but you're not speaking up because the woman is the smarter of the two.
yeah. And then
Um,
I think
I,
also mm,
I don't know. I don't know because that can go both ways. I also feel like women also sometimes don't allow men to tell their ideas. Like, even if it sounds stupid, like they get shot down pretty quick. So they just like, okay, well, we just gonna stick with what she want to do or what she got to say because
you know,
well, everything I say is stupid. So
So do
that's
you
how I
think
feel.
that's mental? Or do you think that's just learned behavior too? Like we see our parents, like the mama make the decisions and the dad and make the money. Like where did the disconnect happen as far as women and men communication? Where did that what do you think that stemmed from?
I don't know. It's just because I feel like it stems from it's like happy, I guess, happy wife, happy house, happy home and all that. And they always saying, of course, the woman is right and so forth. So it's like I think that's where, of course, it stems from. And I think it is a point where I don't know, some men are like they go back and forth with women, of course. But us going back and forth with men, I feel like, of course, men get to a point where they have a temper and they just don't want to express anymore. And of course, women are more vocal with, of course, their feelings, as of men are not really much vocal with it.
Okay, so as a female, let's talk to the feminine people in the group. If your counterpart partner came to you and kind of went against your decision making, are y'all respecting it, or are y'all just saying, I got this, let me do this?
For me, I wouldn't necessarily just shut them down all the way. Like, you got to make it make sense to me. So I may ask follow-up questions on it, and if you can't answer them, then I'm gonna stick to my guns because you ain't making it make sense to me in my head. Like, it may make sense to you in your head, but it ain't making sense to me. But depending on the situation, I might just say, all right, cool, we're gonna follow you, see what happens. And then if your way don't work, then we're gonna see if my way works. So that's majority of the time that's what I do though. I let him lead. If that's what you want to do, cool, let's do that. If it don't work, I'm gonna be sitting back trying to figure out how what I want to do if it's gonna help fix whatever you didn't do or what you caused another problem because we went your way, kind of thing.
I feel the same way, Destiny. I don't feel like I would judge them by going against my decision. But if I gotta say I told you so, I will. And I'm gonna say I told you so. So from now on, listen to me. Well, let's have a mutual understanding of what we're gonna do before you make a decision on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So that's from coming from my perspective. But
I also think though that's another problem is communication. A lot of the times, communication is just horrible everywhere for everybody. Even the people that think that they got the best communication with their partner or with their friends or whoever. No, it's not. Like, everybody's communication is very much horrible and needs work.
So, okay, old school. Old school dude, man works, wife distributes, take care of home, and makes choices. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, fast forward to 2023, it's all
Mm-hmm.
over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Did that really work back in the day? Or was it just something they settled for?
I feel like they settled. Definitely. Definitely.
I feel like
I
they
say
probably
that I
should.
feel like they settled because I stayed home with the kids. I cooked, I cleaned. I was that at one point, and it just didn't work for me. Like, everything works for people differently, but I definitely feel like that was a settled thing. That was women just they were comfortable with that. That was their thing. But that's just like with people now. They get comfortable at a job that they hate, but they know it's consistent and they can, do what they do there instead of going to another job where they like it and they can get more for it. They rather settle. So I definitely feel like they settle all the way for that shit, cause no.
Well, let's not discount the fact that things that was going on in the world was way different from what's going on right now. So, like,
Definitely.
it was convenient for them back then, but that's because they
Definitely.
didn't have all the other distractions of the world
Exactly.
to, you know what I'm saying,
That's true.
succumb to. So, I feel like
Right. Women
it
have
can go
become more
either way.
independent.
Right.
Yeah.
We fought for our rights. We got
Yes.
some stuff. Man, like we got some choices. We got some pay. We able to do more stuff than they did back then. But could it be looked at by the old people? Because I be trying to understand how the old people feel about what we got going on right now. Because if you think about it, old people are very judgmental of our,
Very.
you know,
Yeah.
of our people. They be like, oh, look at her out there in them streets and she just doing too much. When really we're adapting to our situation and they never really lived through what we're going through.
But that's what it is though, Blaze. I feel like their judgment comes from jealousy.
So you
Like
think
I
they
feel like
jealous that we have more freedom than they have?
I feel like it's a jealousy thing.
Definitely.
I feel like
Definitely.
that's something that they wanted to do that they didn't get to do. They old now, so they can't pretty much do what they want to do. So that's where I feel like the most judgment stems from. They weren't able to explore their life how they wanted to.
Okay, but even in their old age though, you got a lot of old people. Like, think about it. Like, what is it? Mr. Steal Your Grandma and all them folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? They old as hell, but they out here on this social media and they
But
living their
see,
best lives.
them are the
But
ones
then
that's
you
not
got the
judgmental though.
southern
Those are the
ones.
exactly,
You
but
right.
those are the ones
And
that's
you
not
got the
judgmental.
religious one.
Those are the ones that's like, oh, that's what we doing?
Right.
Yeah, I always wanted to do that. Let me do it.
Right.
It's
You got the
those
ones
ones.
that don't care. Then you got the one that be scrick on from generation on generation. And they just pass hatred on.
So are you stronger than your man? Or the last man that you was involved with? Do you really feel like you're stronger mentally than your man?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
So do you want, I mean, Callie, yes, no? The person that you're entertaining, do you feel like you're stronger?
Yeah.
Okay, Sean Dunn.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Me and Guwap really don't count because we not really in this world. But mentally, I can say my opinion. I'm really feel like mentally, I'm stronger than any nigga. For real, for real. Mentally, I'm stronger. Not because I want to be, but because I have to be. Because coming from a stud, like I'm having to think on both sides of the spectrum.
Right.
Like women treat me like a nigga. So I gotta have the nigga mind, and then they quick to say, you still a bitch. So now I gotta be a bitch.
Right.
And a nigga, like, God damn,
I
like,
thought you was a nigga.
yeah, like
I
I'm
thought you
stressed
wanted to be a
out.
nigga. Like, what you want me to be? What you want
What
me to
you
be?
want me to be? So I got two minds. I got a girl mind and a boy mind.
Right.
And I gotta pick and choose when I'm gonna put out whichever one I'm gonna put out. And that sucks because at the end of the day, I don't want to be a nigga. Like, for real, I'm tough. I have a tough exterior and I'm dude-ish. I have dude actions, but I'm still a girl. Like, my feelings get hurt just like your feelings get hurt. I get confused just like you get confused. I have fucking menstrual cycles just like you.
Just like
the only difference is I'm mad as fuck because I got a tampon in and a pad in my boxer briefs. That's the only difference. Like, I'm mad as fuck.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh shit.
So, but I do feel like me being a stud makes me more stronger because I'm dealing with multiple. Like, I'm thinking on both brains, left brain and right brain. Like, I'm thinking on both brains.
You got no choice.
So,
because also to piggyback off the stud aspect, it's like when you come across, of course, dating women, of course, someone always see it as, of course, who is going to be the masculine side of the, tempo, and it's like that's when the side got to kick in. But then of course, when you start to get challenged by men, you need to still have that masculine aspect. But it's like, when exactly can I really bring out my feminine side? Because one, if you don't like involve yourself with a woman that accept that feminine side of you, is like it's gonna kind of destroy you to a point. If it's like, okay, you're not letting me be who I truly am. I don't have nothing swinging between my legs. Like, I have the same thing you got. So it's like, we of course, I grew up or act a way or dress a certain way, but under all these clothes, we got the same thing. Cause it's just clothes. It's like we can't help how the clothes make us look. If it make us look like that, it just make us look like that. Like, you feel me? So to a point, it's like, we're not girly. Of course, we're feminine. That's two different aspects. That's two different things. No, I don't like to get my nails done. No, I don't like makeup and all that and above. Of course, but I'm still gonna be feminine because I'm still a woman. So it's like, you just gotta get that across to people, and people just don't understand that. It's like, these are just clothes. Nobody want to be you, and definitely don't want to be a man at all.
Okay, so go out. Let me ask you this, since you the other stud in the group. For myself, I find myself judging stud. I'd be like, hey, yeah, nigga, you're not a real stud. Like, which is crazy. Like, I'd be like, oh, you super feminine. Hey, Yana girl. I feel like I judge. So, do you find yourself judging other studs? Like, that nigga too tough. Like, that nigga want to be a dude, or like.
I mean, to an aspect, without trying, I do, because based off my ways, it's like you expect them to be kind of similar to it. So it's like, nigga, tighten up. Like, what's going on? So, but being of the younger generation, where to aspect, and people don't want to be called a label. Like, don't call me a stud. I'm no label. I'm just who I am, and I dress how I am. Because of course, there's so much particular guidelines to what is a stud, what is this, and what is that. So people start defining themselves as no label. So I don't know. It's kind of a sticky situation. So I don't try to judge, but in the aspect of how I am, it just comes out per se.
I get it. I be judgy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm judgy. I be like,
right, when I use my high voice, they be judging.
oh, I judge you all the time, Fred. You know I do. But
I know
the thing about me is,
I know you do.
The thing about me is, I save my judgment. Hey, little baby, look at us. We violating all the rules. We say if you see a kid, ignore the kid. But
ignore the kid.
We can't ignore our little nephew up there. Hey, Papa. Oh, high five, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I really feel like women are not stronger than men. I feel like we have just better decision making, or not even better decision making, because, like I said, sometimes our decisions be trash. I feel like we are quick to figure out a plan. We are quicker to figure out a plan faster than men.
Not all the time, because I suck at coming up with a plan. I'll be like, what? Like, give me a day or two. Let me think about it. That's why I'm saying, like, I can't. My husband quick on his feet with stuff like that. I can't.
So when a man approaches y'all as women, okay, we're gonna be back to the feminine women. When a man approaches you and he tries to lead, and he has all of the answers. Are y'all receptive to that, or are y'all like, yo, I need to give my opinion? Like, are y'all able to follow instead of lead? Is that what you're looking for?
Are you going to submit basically?
Right.
I would say yeah. It depends though, because if it's a certain situation and I hear what you think, I'm be like, oh, well, can I say something? Like, I don't think you should do it that way, but maybe try this way. Like, I would say something though, but for the most part, yeah. Only because I don't know.
What
I
you
don't
say?
think
Yeah.
I've. Hey, Anna. I don't
Hey,
think I've been put in a situation where I've had to
she in the ice cream. Yeah, fuck y'all.
kind of figure it out on my own. So maybe that's why I need somebody like that. But if I had been in situations like that before my husband, then it probably would be a hard decision for me.
Shonda and Callie, are y'all able to let somebody lead y'all and be the gentle one, or no? Y'all got to make the decisions.
If it would come up, yeah. I never had nobody to do it, so if I did have somebody to do it, then yeah, I definitely would.
I definitely would do it right by me. Oh,
For sure. Okay, so it's totally off the subject because we talking about strong men being, I mean, women being stronger than men. Can y'all submit or no? Can you be
Would you?
100% submit? Can you allow the man to lead and you follow, or male figure in our case?
Mm,
yeah.
yes or no?
What?
Yes
You
and
said
no.
yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yeah. Yes
Because
and no for
yes, as
me.
in like you can tell me what to do, but to a certain extent,
All right.
you gotta fill out at a certain point. I gotta let you know you getting out of pocket.
Keep getting out of pocket.
So yes and no. No isn't in like don't think you can check me for real for real. Just know I'm being nice because I'm being submissive because
Yeah,
I'm being
but that's not submitting though. If you telling them,
Man,
then the
I think
answer is no for Sean, Don,
they be
Callie.
taking that submissive
yeah.
stuff too far.
Yes.
No,
They
they
be taking
don't
it
though.
too
A
far.
real
Yes, they
nigga
do.
gonna be able to lead and you follow. Like, I feel like all a woman truly is looking for ever in life is somebody to make them feel secure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the number one goal. Make me feel safe and secure.
Hmm.
The rest, if you make me feel safe and secure, that I can follow you. And like for me, as the stronger male figure, male example, male leader, whatever the hell I supposed to say at this point.
Exactly. Shit.
Like I don't even know what to call it. Like
Shit crazy.
I know I need to provide. I need to make you feel safe. If you got kids, I need to make sure that your kids is cool.
It's great.
I need to make sure home taken care of. I make it a point to always ask you, how do you feel about this?
Exactly.
Before I make this decision, before I sign on the dotted line, are you good with this? I make a decision to make sure I'm on the left side when we walking down the street. I'm on the curb side. I'm on the street side. You on the inside. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's my duty to make sure that if we out in the club and you having a good time turning up, I'm not. I'm drinking water. I'm protecting you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's my job to walk down the street and always put my hand back to make sure I'm touching you. I need you to hold my hand so I can make sure you're right here.
Nah, you gotta be beside me.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always my job to look and make sure that you are good as my feminine counterpart.
Yeah.
So, with me being a girl on girl, are we stronger? Hell no, because I need your little bit of brain. You know what I'm saying? I need your woman brain to match with my man brain. And we need to make this decision together.
Right.
Like, I need you to make me be up here. Because by myself, I'm here. But with your brain and my brain, then I'm elevated to up here.
Okay, Blaze. So why is it that a woman has to submit to a man, but the man ain't got to submit to a woman?
I feel like it's the nigga's position. Like,
nah, because why it can't be both ways? See, that's
it can be both ways, but at the end of the day, if I'm the provider, if I'm taking control of all the situations, it's not that I want you to submit to me, because I hate actually submitting. I really don't agree with the whole submitting thing.
Really?
I want you to always have your position. I want you to always have your opinion. I don't agree with the submitting thing. I feel like we need to come together. Right. You need your 2 cents. I need my 2 cents to make 4 cents, because 4 cents is always better than 2 cents. Like, I need us to get richer on the cents. Right. Tell me what you want. Like, don't half step me. If I ask you a question, it's because I genuinely want to know what the hell you got going on over there in your brain. Because what we can take both our ideas and put it together and be great. Mm-hmm. Exactly. But if my idea is better than yours, then baby, look at it. This time my shit is better. But if your shit better, we can re-rocking with you. Right. I value both sides. So no, I don't think women are stronger than men. I think it's a learned behavior, and we were just forced in a lot of ways to be the stronger of the two. Because we get the short end of the stick all the time.
Definitely.
By default.
I can agree with that.
They always say man's supposed to be the head of the household, the head of the table, or however it's supposed to be. So.
Yeah. And in my case, it's 2 women, so who the
head? We sitting there together.
Nowadays, these men don't wanna step up and be the man of the house. They want to say they're the man of the house, but they're not really the man of the house.
Yeah, it's glorified to be a label. It's glorified. Labels are fucking glorified in 2020, whatever this is. What is it? 2023?
2023.
Yeah, labels are glorified in 2023. I don't need a label, because we plus me, you plus me equals we. We are stronger together. Like, I would much rather us win together than us win separate and then try to make it force in jail together.
All right.
Okay.
Let me know up front what your positives are. I'm gonna let you know what my positives are. We're gonna figure out how to make both of our positives make us boom and blow up.
Mm-hmm. Let's even each other out.
Please and thank you. So, do you think? Let's go down the line right now. Starting with HGIC 5555. I got it right this time. Are women stronger than men?
No. See how I changed my answer from the beginning?
Sean done?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Guwap.
Yes.
Blaze answer is absolutely not. So amongst the TCG people right now, we have an absolute tie. Let us know down below if you think women are stronger than men. Why or why not? And my friend is going to do the honors in place of her best friend.
I got something to say. I got something to say. You better tune in because you can. Subscribe because you must. Stay toxic and you better love us.
Good
Period.
job.
Yes,
Yeah, we miss you, well. Boom.
We miss you so much.
Bye.